Well, how do you do, Becker? Is that pretty bad? I don't know. Anyways, how the heck are you? Wow. I decided to, since I had some time, I was impromptu one last night at 7. Well, what the hell? I'm going to do one again tonight at 7. But I didn't have any prepared topic. I just thought I'd turn on a camera and see what happens. So it was remarkable that I didn't talk about the beer last night because it wasn't about having a mother's little helper, 7%, 70 IBUs, Midwest Coast IPA. It was a very nice beer. And so here's what I'm going to try to do this new thing. So is run it through the course of the beer, whether it's drink it or 30 minutes to drink it. I'll find something to talk about till the thing is gone. Just like you and I are, if we were having one pint together, we talk through the course of the beer, and then either have a second one or course overway. So there we go. Very nice. Great aroma on this sucker. I love Mother's Little Helper. Got a facelift. They repackaged her. She got a little facelift. Let's see. Does it say anything else? Best served. Holy crap! I can't read that. Best served. Best served. I really can't read that. Best served while spending time with your siblings who cause trouble. Lovers who won't tell a friend how to work nights. So there you go. So how about that? Here's the thing. I never mean to offend anybody. I never have. It's kind of been my trouble in my family. Every time my family introduced me to somebody, this is our brother Tom. Anyways, I never mean to offend anybody, but sometimes inevitably I offend folks when I do not mean to. I don't. But some people just get their panties in a wad over nothing, man. I can't help that. I mean, I can't help it if you get offended over something stupid. I don't know what's in your little brain. I can't stop that. It's funny that you see so much over social media, though, about how these days, but it's always those people that talk about how easily people get offended. Hold on a second, I'm having trouble getting comfy. My back is killing me today. It's always those people that talk about how easily folks get offended. They get their panties in a bunch over something freaking stupid. I mean, you make a little joke about the I mean, am I really gonna have to start putting sarcasm in parentheses under everything I frickin' say because so many people can't take a frickin' joke or can't understand sarcasm? I mean, if I have to do that, maybe you should put on your profile that you're sarcasm impaired and you can't understand shit. Or maybe you should just put that I'm a big whiner baby and get offended by just about every damn thing. We've become a candy ass nation, man. A world full of pantyways. But it's funny though, it's always those same folks though. It's always those folks that complain that everybody gets too offended, everybody gets offended about everything. And sure as shit, those are the ones that get their panties in a bunch over nothing. Anyway, sorry, I didn't take too long. That was a quick rant. Let's have a beer relax. 770. It's multi IPA the most, but there is a lot of hop going on there. So I mean, here's the thing: IPAs these days have become extremely unbalanced. Most are very imbalanced these days, but that's become what's popular, especially with a certain. Oh, excuse me, I am having trouble getting coffee. Especially with a certain bunch of craft beer drinkers these days. They're sort of popular with an extremely thin body, that big hops, and by golly, if the beer lasts more than 30 days, you're going to have to chuck it, which is completely ignorant, but that's a whole rant. That's a whole other rant, man. We ain't going there today. It's funny. There's so many beer guys these days. So many guys doing beer videos. So many guys that call themselves beer reviewers. and was very few qualified to do so. A beer friend who's been doing beer videos for, ever, had somebody remark on one of his videos. I'm going to paraphrase a bit, but he knows what a good beer tastes like because he's had over 135 beers. Really? You disagreed with this guy's been drinking beer for what, 30, 40 years? And you're going to call yourself an expert for 135 beers? Really? Really? You got 135 beers. You got your big boy pants on, everything. You got your big boy Jordans on, 135. Wow, man. Let's see. When did I pass 135? Let's see. It was before I passed my first kidney stone. It was at least 25 years ago, and probably longer than that, 135 years, really. See, that's the problem. Nobody should be calling themselves an expert. Nobody. Now, there are a few guys that are real darn close, but for the most part, you're not an expert. I'm not an expert. I'm still learning from folks every day. There are some great beer folks out there, folks I know only from social media. I've learned a grunt load from. You shouldn't call yourself an expert. Even 135 beers, really. I mean, the fact that you're even considering that your opinion means something after 135 beers shows how pretentious and ignorant you are all at the same time. 135 beers, really? Yeah. 135, that many, have you? That many, have you? Holy crap. 135, wow. Impressive, dude. 135. Shit. I mean, who knows? This kid could turn it around and mean something. But it's funny. You meet so many younger beer drinkers who really don't have a clue. You run into the bars, in pubs, tap rooms, and such, and they think they frickin' know everything. Oh, what do I know? I've just been drinking craft beer for 30 years. It's not that I don't think folks have to pay homage to me, but you really should respect experience. It's reasonable to think that somebody that's been at this for at least 20 years longer than you, he may know a little bit more. And I respect everybody that's older than me, and there's a few younger than me that I respect a whole lot. But you got that whole generation coming up that's learned about beer from watching cheap ass YouTube videos, and in many cases are watching guys who are doing it incorrectly. So they're learning about style incorrectly. they're learning about flavors incorrectly, and all of a sudden they're experts. So now you've got this whole generation of folks that are talking about beer, and when they have no idea what they're doing. I don't know how many folks I talk to that have no idea who Michael Jackson the beer is. It's absolutely freaking ridiculous. You're just trying to talk about how much you know about beer. Take your ass to the bookstore and get you a few. Go to the library. Buy yourself the documentary, The Beer Hunter. I mean, do something, learn something. Go, the new CSI show on New Orleans he always says, "Go learn things." And you go learn things. Son of a gun, guys, really? 135 beers. I almost pissed myself when he said that. I swear to goodness, 135 beers. By golly, what an expert. Hope he's got his big boy pants on, boy. I know I had that pass by 25, but it might have been sooner than that. I'm saying that right there. 135 beers. Really, I'm taking you serious now. I'll tell you that right now. Yes, I know. That wasn't very nice of me. I was being dismissive. And when you're being I was being dismissive because what he said was fucking stupid. You're going to say stupid things. I'm going to be a little sarcastic, a little flip, and dismissive. I am. See what I mean? I never set out. I never start the camera thinking I'm going to irritate people today. I mean, I've never tried to be Howard Stern or Morton Downey Jr. or some of those guys that intentionally do stuff to piss people off. I always turn the camera on thinking I'm having a good time, and I always do. But inevitably, somebody gets their panties in the wall. Go to the bathroom, unbunch them panties. You know. Anyway, moving on, Tom. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I never intentionally. Family has kind of gotten used to me over the years. Yeah, you know what? I've gotten worse. Because you know what? I don't give a rat's ass. I mean, I'm not trying to make friends. I'm not trying to make enemies either. But I'm not going to change who you are because you have a thin skin. Yeah, I can't control how you react. Only thing I control is me. So I mean, if you get your knickers and I, I can't control that. I don't know what's going to set you off. I mean, I know I didn't talk smack about your mother, so the fact that if I said something about a beer you were drinking and you got your pennies in the wad just shows you're kind of a crybaby. You're kind of a candy ass, really. Maybe you need to go get your big boy pants. So, I didn't talk smack about your mother. I didn't say your mama's so fat. I said something about a beer or something else innocuous. If you got upset over that, there's something wrong with you, not me. I mean, do I really need to put sarcasm in parentheses? I mean, seriously, folks. Ooh-wee. Anyway, see, I came back around and I went around the horn and came back in. Yeah, I'm still 100 pounds overweight today, but I actually have lost. Some of you are going to find this hard to believe, but you might. This might boggle you. I actually have lost 15 pounds since the beginning of February. I really have. I know that because, well, I had gone on a scale. But I'm also getting into some pants I hadn't been into in quite some time. It's nothing to be bragging about. They're still very big pants, but still. And they were still rather snug, but it's the first time I've been able to snap and get them zipped in a couple years. So the fact that I got in them in actually about 4 years, I hadn't been in that size in a good 4 years. So the fact that I got them up, got them snapped, I made the executive decision not to wear them all day long because I wasn't sure that I could stay in them all. I mean, at 50, almost 51 now, you can't keep the boys too tight. And anybody my age knows that these things hang a little lower as you get older. You can't put them in tight pants, or you shouldn't. If you're over 50 and you're putting your boys in tight pants, there's something wrong with you. Don't put those babies in tight pants. Don't do it. You're gonna pay for it. They like to be comfy. I mean, I got to where I like to wear pants 2 sizes too big because they need room to roam, baby. They need room to roam. Anyways, now we really digress. Let's see. Talked about people with thin skin. I talked about young punks trying to be experts. I've talked about my balls a little. Let's see, what else can I talk about to offend somebody? Yeah, that's the point I'm trying to make is you never know what's going to offend somebody. You're just talking about something. Why are you bothered about that? Did it have a direct effect on you? Did me making that joke really affect you? Did it change anything? No. The answer is no. So there is no reason for you to get your panties in a wad over a simple joke about nothing. I mean, again, I didn't talk about your children. I didn't talk smack about your mama. I didn't make fun of something important. So the fact that you're getting pissed off about something innocuous shows what a individual you are. I mean, it's just freaking ridiculous. There are just so many folks out there that get their pants. I mean, you want to get upset over something fundamental, right? Okay, I mean, I get it. I don't hang out with certain folks because of things they believe. That's okay if it's a specific fundamental difference. But if you're going to get angry because somebody made a joke about your beer, yeah, I mean, really? I mean, frickin' grow up, man. Yeah, I mean, you need to march your ass to the potty, pull your panties out your crack, and see if you can be in a better mood the rest of the day. There we go. Don't do it. People ask me about these videos. I've never started doing these videos to get tons of views. It's always nice when people watch. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, but I'm not going to pay to have you promote it. I mean, I guess it'd be nice, but I'm not going to do it. Have promoted. That's just ridiculous. I do this to it. This is I use you all, or you turn people to watch it as my therapist. I use it as my therapist. That lets me get everything out to get out. I say it, and then I feel better. The problem is sometimes somebody else doesn't feel better after I've said it. Now I've got somebody else. I got other people getting their panties all in one because I said something. Because I said they got their panties in the one, now their panties are in the one. And they're mad. 135 videos. Fuck me. You know? Oh, man. 135. Oh, Lord have mercy. See, here's the thing. I mean, I don't mean to make fun of the kid. And again, with some time, he could maybe become a beer reviewer, but not with that attitude. You're not an expert at 135 videos. You're not an expert at 1,135 videos. You're not an expert at 2,135 videos. You're not or beers. You're not an expert at 3,145. You're never going to be an expert. The day you think you're done learning, I mean, it's over for you. You're never done learning. There's always something else to learn. I mean, don't consider, I mean, it just seems so ridiculous and so pretentious that somebody thinks they're an expert at 135. Oh, I know exactly what a good beer is. I've had over 135. Really? Shit. That many? Been wearing big boy pants long, have you? I mean, seriously. I mean, again, kid, if you're out there, if you happen to watch this, don't just, you can be pissed because I said this about you. Probably have a right to, but don't just get pissed that I said this. Go out and get yourself a Michael Jackson book. Go to the library, go to the bookstore, go to one of your friends, go to the old guy sitting at the end of the bar. Chances are he's got a couple. Yeah. Go to somebody, read a frickin' book, or read one that makes sense. Don't watch cheesy beer tubers out there that think they're experts that have no idea about style because they learned from somebody that didn't have any idea about style. Go get your book. Go get your book. Go get your book. Go get your Michael Jackson. Find some beer hunter books. Find the series. I've seen the series in some libraries. Get the TV series and watch it. I mean, do something. But don't tell me you got the world covered because you've had 135. Seriously? And yes, kid, I agree. If you happen to be watching this, you can be pissed. I mean, it's okay. You can leave a snake out, but you're probably going to hit a dislike button. But pay attention to my words. Go get a fucking book. Go get some Michael Jackson and actually learn something. Quit watching these ass beer tubers. Quit making cheesy ass videos. Quit acting like an expert and go learn something and try to be one. That's the best advice I can possibly give. And having said that, I guess I'm done offending everybody. I'm Tom the Beer Whisperer. That was the end of Mother's Little Helper. If you're offended, again, go to the bathroom, get your panties out of quit being a big ass whiner, baby. I'll talk to you later. Stop the Beer Whisperer.